So where are we going today, Mr. Boo?
Today we're going to
Gorbio. Hi, welcome back to me and mon ami back on the French Riviera. And today we are headed 3,000 feet above sea level towards the, I think, medieval village of Gorbio, where we are going to take you, we hope, to a restaurant that we've been told about that is, well, some people say is one of the best restaurants on the whole of the French Riviera, and also one of the most difficult to find. So this really is one of the French Riviera's best kept secrets. Now, we first heard about this restaurant only a few weeks ago, and yet it's actually existed for 30 years. But, and there is a big but, for those 30 years it existed in the town of Menton, and it's a family-run place, and recently they have decided to relocate 3,000 feet above sea level to the outskirts of Gorbio. But they do have a fantastic reputation. People have told us that it was one of the best and the quirkiest restaurants in Menton. It does all kinds of barbecue food, and the menu varies, and it really is the very definition of a family-run restaurant, isn't it?
yes.
So we're going now to try and get up to the Moyen Corniche, where we're going to head past Aise and up towards Gorbio. But this village, which is beautiful, which we're going to show you something of, is not where the restaurant is. There are two other little restaurants in the village, but this is located on the outskirts, and apparently is quite tricky to find. So let's see what happens. But it's a beautiful sunny Riviera October day, so sit back and, well, enjoy the ride. Well, it's nice to be back on the Riviera, isn't it, Mr. Boo? In the sunshine, much as we enjoyed enormously our Italian trip. We didn't have the best weather again, did we? But we did make quite a lot of progress, I think, because in, journeying up and down that valley, we started to get some idea of what was actually available, what you could buy, and more importantly, what we can afford. And by the way, we've no intention of moving. I think we probably didn't make it clear. We're not leaving here. We can't leave Villefranche. It's just that in Villefranche we rent a property, and to be honest, the prices in Villefranche are such we probably will never own a property. So just the idea of having something we actually owned on the continent is nice, but it is, it's got to be something that's about the price of a camper van. But anyway, that is all in the background, because what we're doing now is all back on the Riviera. There is La Tourbillon, the Triomphe of the Alps, built by the Romans. Oh yeah, you see Monaco, folks? Don't look too hard, it's a very long way to fall, as they sang in High Flying Adored. What's that?
From Evita.
Evita. Don't look down, it's a long, long way to fall. Poor Eva Perron. She let down her people, you know, Mr. Boo.
She did.
She was supposed to have been immortal. It's all they wanted. Not much to ask for. But in the end, well, she couldn't deliver, could she?
No.
It has been a hard day's night, and I have been working like a dog. It's been a hard day's night. I should be sleeping like a log. But when I get home to you, I know the things that you do make me feel all right. You know that I work hard to try and buy you things, but it's worth it just to hear you say you're going to give me everything. Do you remember that? I don't think I do either. I just made it up.
Is it
Anyway.
a kit?
No, it's...
Singing Hard
I
Day's
think, I
Night.
can't... Was it Peter Sellers doing Hard Day's Night?
Sellers deserve the kit during Hard Day's Night.
I'm just a old-fashioned girl with an old-fashioned curl, and I need an old-fashioned millionaire. God, we're up to date this week. Anyway, let's press on. It's meant to be about the beauty of the French Riviera. This is not some old rubbish I'm talking about. So here is one of the Riviera's poshest hotels, the Mayborn Riviera. Many years this was sort of in a bit of a state, but they spent millions doing it up. We went there, Mr. Boo, didn't we? We took Elton and he was Valley Parked. It's in that episode where we raced a Ferrari. Check it out. But you can go here, even if you're a non-resident, you can go for a drink. And whilst it's not cheap, it's not insane. I mean, it's what you'd expect to pay in a five-star hotel above Monaco. But it might be something you'd like to do because it's incredible views down there. There's our friends, our Valley Park friends. They've got new outfits.
Lovely.
Probably on that tip we give them. Is it down here?
Down here.
Yeah.
Don't go on the motorway.
No, I'm not on the motorway. So there's the sign, Gorbio.
Planes with my name and dinner at Restaurant Le Maurice. Oh no, no, it's not a diss. I only drink fizzy fizz. Oh, oh, throw me a kiss. Belle Époque, oh, oh. Sweet Belle Époque, oh, oh.
Now here on the right is somewhere I want to bring Twiggy.
Really? Why?
It's a puppy training centre.
Puppy training, Twigs, look.
Twigs.
Look. And they're doing it.
Oh, they're doing it.
They're doing it, some puppy training, look.
Look at that. Oh. Just how much fun would that be?
Some very big puppies. I think they're a bit older, some of them.
Well, Twiggy's a bit older.
Oh, look at that, Twigs, you could run in there. How
Imagine
marvellous.
all the tricks you could learn.
Oh,
It's Chico.
fantastic. There you go. We don't want to put them off, they're looking daggers at us.
No. Please don't bring your distracting
possibly-
dog in a car.
Saturday morning training for quafts.
Quafts. Quite exciting.
So, what's this? Just a little hamlet. The mild cigar from Benson and Hedges. Remember that advert, Mr. Boo?
They didn't have adverts for smoking when I was in my lifetime. I don't think.
You're never alone with a strand. Benson and Hedges, I used to think that was a posh cigarette like that the Queen would smoke. Well, I think Princess Margaret did smoke, most of them in fact.
Smoked all of them.
Single-handedly kept the tobacco industry going, I think, did Margaret.
Look up there.
What's that?
Gliders.
Oh, paragliders. Wow, look at them. What a day to paraglide to your lunch. You fancy that, Mr. Boo?
No, thank you. I'm sure our viewers would love to watch us
I better
jump off a cliff.
better not send the drone up to there. I'm sure that could cause all kinds of panic. Now, straight down?
That way, yeah, Gorbio 6.
6.
And also the way to the cemetery.
Just look at that through those trees. Speedboat going through. And a bench to sit and have your sandwiches and look out. Not a bad spot, that.
Not a bad spot, though.
Bring your sarnies, get sat there, watch the boats go by in the shade. All free.
So this is the back gate to the cemetery of Rochard.
Oh. Now, who is buried in Rochard Cemetery? Do you remember? We went to it. Isn't Le Corbusier?
Le Corbusier is buried.
Now, Eileen Gray isn't, is she? No.
She's buried in Paris.
She's in Paris.
Père Lachaise.
Père Lachaise, maybe, yes. But Le Corbusier is definitely buried in there, the great architect and a rival to some extent of Eileen Gray. Friend and rival.
Frenemy.
Frenemy. But yeah, it's a very strange grave, isn't it? We went to it and it's sort of... I think I said at the time, I couldn't decide whether I liked it or it looked like some infant school kids had come up and been let loose with a sticker set and some crayons. It has that charm to it. It's very sort of deliberately naive and deliberately simple and almost childlike. But then, you know, that's what Picasso said, didn't he? He said, all drawing, what an artist wants to do is to draw like a child. And of course, when you become an adult, you never can because you cease to play. Take yourself seriously. There's no danger of that on this channel. So you can see as we come over here just how sort of bucolic it is. I used to think colic was something you got when you had too many midget gems. As a kid, I used to get colic from too many midget gems, you know, bloating and cold tummy and that. But bucolic means something quite different. It means this, doesn't it?
It means this.
It means this, apparently. It's an education, this channel.
Sweet belle époque, oh oh, la belle époque, oh oh, belle époque.
So this is the village, and it has a very famous olive tree, doesn't it?
It certainly does. It's over 300 years old.
This one here.
This one here.
Is this olive though?
It's not an olive
no,
tree.
it's not olive. It's I don't know what it is. But you throw things in to make a wish, don't you?
Yeah.
Very much so. And they have a sort of festival every year to pay homage to the tree that isn't an olive.
It's an elm.
Elm. It's definitely not an olive. To be the biggest olive since Popeye.
So is it up here?
Well, it says en route, but down here past the
Down
school.
here.
Why are all the kids at school on Saturday morning?
Maybe they've been doing some activities.
So up here? No.
Up there?
It says dead end though. Cascade du Ray. So there's a cascade up here. Who knew? And also look, there is
Oh,
a campsite.
you brought me to a campsite without a tent on the roof.
He's having flashbacks. You like camping, Mr. B, particularly that last storm, which certainly has finished our camping for this year, maybe for every year. Oh look,
There's a
where-
camper van.
where is the restaurant? Is it up here?
Yeah, it must be up here.
But do you think it's because we've seen pictures of it? It looks like a sort of campsite restaurant, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's just like a very rustic terrace from what I've seen.
Not there.
That's it.
Campsite.
Is that it up there? No, that's all shuttered up, isn't it? Oh, interesting. This camper rev, we looked at some of those. That's a nice little bike with it on the back. But is that the restaurant? It can't be, can it? It's got a Walls Chalk Ice
I don't think it's a
logo
Chalk Ice.
on.
Do I need to get out?
No. Douche. Look at that old caravan there. It can't, it's not that, is it? No.
Well, I can go and look and see if that's the menu. It doesn't.
Go on then, have a quick look. Let's see if there's something round there.
That's the reception to the campsite.
Ah.
So,
But was there anybody in it?
no.
Oh.
There's a sign saying you can check in after 5 o'clock.
Oh. Well, I mean, we're here, according to it. 150 metres to Gorbio, but that's... Did you... No. We had the actual address in it. Well, it can't be the campsite, can it?
No. That's just a caravan. I don't think we're going to lunch there.
Pool bells, is that just the bins for the campsite? Is it down here? There's a man with his bulls.
Pool bells and his bulls.
Toddling home. Isn't he? He can't be up there, can it?
It could be. Might be the chef. Bull for lunch.
Meat bulls. Let's see if that man was walking to the restaurant. I can't believe it was. It's showing it's up here on the map.
It must be up here. It's not a lot of stay side to side.
This can't be a restaurant.
That's the Pooh Bells for the campsite. So maybe it's at the end here.
Really? Oh, it's an old combine harvester. I've got a brand new combine harvester and I've got... Do you remember that? It was a #1. This isn't a restaurant, is it? No, this is somebody's house.
This is someone's house.
I've got a reversal. I think I've improved on my reversing since that day when I bumped going backwards, do you remember? Am I okay at this side?
Yeah, it's okay because it's not the drop, it's just grass. Then the drop.
That's what I mean.
Oh, you're fine, you've got all these agapanthus in the way.
Well, we were told that we'd enjoy finding it. They're not wrong. They could do with a sign, don't you think? Maybe they've ordered one. It hasn't come yet. I'd have absolutely stiffed my neck, but I did a good reverse. Well, I'm going to go up here again and then do a turn, do a demi-tour. Demi-tour, as they used to say in my driving lessons.
Close.
If the map is saying we're here, it's got to be this road. But there's no sign.
Oh, this looks steep though. So I hope it is this way.
Oh, I don't want to reverse back up this, but I mean, is there going to be a restaurant down here? Never.
Is this out of Gorbio?
It's just another road. Logman of Alcatraz's truck.
Maybe he's gone for lunch at the restaurant. Oh, there's a chihuahua.
Maybe having a chocolate log. Oh. Merci. There's never going to be a restaurant in here in a million years, is there? Well, folks, we could be having a sandwich. In fact, I don't even think there's a boulangerie in this town. We might be going to PMU. What are those people doing down there?
Running round.
Is that... They're going to something, unless it's a party at somebody's house.
Well, if it is, we could just go and pretend that we know them.
Oh, God, look at this. There's no fence whatsoever. Oh. To concentrate. Merci.
Here.
Ah, the sign. Well, you won't put it here, wouldn't you? Well, oh, and the gate's semi-shut. Can you get the gate open, Mr. Boo?
I can try. I might have to go and ask. Sorry, can I open your gate?
Otherwise, where can we park?
I don't know if there is parking.
Mr. Boo has gone in to see if we can open the gate, because otherwise, where can we put the car? And also, I was going to hope to get a charge. We're down to 29. There's no way we're going to get back. There's no way there's going to be a charge here. The gates have opened magically. See if I can get the car to work. Oh God. Right, see if we can get up this driveway. By gum, it better be good. What a spot to put a restaurant. So we're going to park over here, apparently. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a charge and see if we can get some lunch. What an adventure. Well, there are people piling into this place. It's unbelievable. And as usual, sometimes we film on the secret specs now. Don't wonder why the picture's changed, but it has, because it's the only way to film without spoiling everybody else's lunch by poking a camera in their face. But we'll use the camera when we can. We need to get a charge, Mr. Boo. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Oui, bonjour.
Ah, bonjour, bonjour. So, nice little table with a bit of air. You can see this place is absolutely filling up with families and all kinds of folk, isn't it? Yeah, the best thing about this table is that view of Gorbio over there. There's the village, look. So, and already we've got a bit of food. Look at that. Some nice little starter. A mousse-bouche. Mousse-bouche. Bit of pissaladier, which looks like sweet onion pizza. Mmm, delicious. And what's that one, Mr. Boo?
It's like a potato and pumpkin tort.
Is it nice?
It's yummy.
Absolutely delicious, that. So, let's see what's on the menu. Starters, we've got foie gras, potage of legumes, vegetables, sauté de couteau of fish with parsley, I think, but I'll check. Mr. Boo, poulet de girolles, that's mushrooms, and then petit farci stuffed vegetables. And then going on to the barbecue, which is their speciality, andouette grillée sauce moutarde. That sounds fantastic. That's andouette is a sausage. Côtelettes de lamb cutlets grilled. Entrecôte grillée, that'll be beef entrecôte. Entrecôte steak, magret de canard, sauce à la pêche, peach sauce on the barbecue. Entire loup grilled, filet de boeuf grilled, calamars and octopus grilled, gambas sauvage grillé, again prawns, giant prawns, and a côté de boeuf. Wow. Well, we've been allowed specially to put the car here and charge it up, otherwise we're going to be pushing home. So we're just going to move it quickly. Come on, Elton, even you're going to get your lunch. Let's hope this works. The eternal question. Elton gets his lunch. Okay.
Is this for you?
Oh, Twiggy's having an amuse-bouche. What is it, Mr. Boo?
It's a ducky stick.
A ducky stick? Is it a Dick Emery sponsored ducky stick?
Yeah, exactly that.
Do you know, I'm just looking up Dick Emery, and he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wives, Mr. Boo.
5 wives?
I mean, my money was on him not having any. But there you go. You learn something every day. What is that, Mr. Boo?
That is a plate of girolles and songan.
So the songan is another type of mushroom?
Yep.
Wow, and of course we're into mushroom season here, and mushrooms is a big thing here in France this time of year. Incredible prices on some of them. This looks absolutely delicious. Looks like it's pan-fried in parsley.
And garlic.
I didn't think you'd like a mushroom, Twigs. I like anything. It's food. That is really nice. Just look at those. A feast for the eyes.
Oh, they're beautiful as well.
That's what I mean. And the mouth. Absolutely delicious. And look, from here you can see the paragliders coming in Rockbroon. Big paragliding area that, isn't it? So what have you got, Mr. Boo?
I've got a magret de canard, a big duck.
Some duck breast. Just look at the size of that. Just show us the meat, as they say in prison.
Ooh.
Wow.
That is rosé
That
and a
looks
half.
amazing. That is huge.
Homemade chips.
Homemade chips, which I just had one of mine. They are spectacular, I promise you.
A little bit of salad.
A little
And,
bit of salad, but
and a peach sauce.
peach sauce, homemade peach sauce for the duck. A bit of sweetness with the creaminess of the duck. Give it a whirl. You're not having any sauce.
I wanted to try it nacho first.
Oh. Is it nice?
Calm down, Twiggy.
it
It's
nice?
delicious.
Really?
Really yummy. Let's try the sauce.
Looks fantastic. Try the sauce.
Oh, it's like... It's like daube of peaches, like beef stew. It's like beef
So do you
stock.
think it's like marinated?
It's like a beef gravy
Oh, really?
with peaches in.
Wow.
You'll
there's,
love
so
it.
there's meat and sweet.
Meat and
it's
sweet.
not just a sweet sauce.
No, it's meaty.
Wow, how interesting.
And what have you got?
I've gone for a filet de boeuf. Look at this for a piece of beef.
Wow,
Done on the barbie. I've gone for it bleu, which is practically still walking. Say this salad looks very sort of, well, whatever, but actually it's a really simple thing, well done, because the lettuce is delicious, but the tomato, particularly like beef tomatoes, are really, really tasty. Again, tomatoes, there's so many, are just taste of nothing, don't they?
You can actually see at the bottom of the garden, they're growing their tomatoes just there that we're eating.
Well, they're either growing them or they're nicking next doors. I think they're growing them. It is so easy to do bad chips, and it is so hard, seemingly in the modern world, to do good ones. These are proper French fries, stringy, and they are just so light, I can't tell you. They must be double fried, I think. Delicious. We used to go to an old restaurant in Nice, didn't we, many years ago, and it was the sort of place where all the postmen used to go at lunchtime. So you got really big hearty portions of everything, and they had unbelievable chips. But you had to sort of have a sleep afterwards. And we once asked them how they did them, why they were so tasty, and they said because they are thrice fried, so fried 3 times in horse fat. But boy, they were good. I mean, not for the heart, probably. Well, we appear to have not left much, Mr. Boo.
Twiggy helped me with the duck.
I bet she did. Well, what did you make of Mitchou. What's it called? Mitchou Campagne.
Mitchou Campagne.
What did you make of that, Mr. Boo?
I thought it was amazing.
It's an absolute belter of a place, I think. It was full of families. There was one table of 28. It's just really good, hearty stuff. It's really honest cooking. It's really well done. And I don't think it's bad. I mean, our total bill came to €100. Now, that's a lot more than we normally spend on our lunch. But we might not get out. But, you know, I had an enormous fillet steak. You had an enormous piece of duck, epic chips, etc. So it is well worth coming up here to this slightly eccentric location because, well, when you get there, it's quite special. Anyway, we're going to now take you into Gorbio, have a quick look at the village itself, and maybe introduce you to a couple of these incredible animated creches. Don't say we don't treat you. I love this village. It's still a place where people very much live. Look at this lady just sat out on her on the stoop, as they say. There's the famous tree. I always think it's very well maintained, this place. It's got a lovely little map here, all handwritten, telling you where everything is. Mr. Boo, it's here, your favourite, the animated creche. A creche is not just for Christmas, it's year round. We've shown you this before, but we just love it. Press the button. Oh, and there it is. Off it goes. Can you see it? You see what it is yet? There, look. All the people going round and the little village lit on top. I mean, I have to say, it does feel a bit Christmassy for October, but we'll forgive them because it's fabulous. Look at the two in the middle. What are they doing? Oh, I can't work it out. Chopping. Chopping they are. Doing some chopping. Look, can you see them? There they are, back and forth. She's going up and down. She's very busy. And the one up there, he's very busy, whatever he's doing. Yes, they're not going to be short of firewood, are they? All ready to go. Wowza. People down there just having their own barbecue outside. Imagine that, barbecuing outside your house in October. And look, more barbecues here. Mr. Boo thinks that it's just the access to all that free wood, or very cheap wood, that's, well, why not? Because there's quite a lot of outdoor kitchens up here, because it's a little bit like Thailand. When it's hot, it'll be way too hot to cook inside. No need for a tumble dryer, and you've got that location to dry your smalls. Trigolina, you like it? Not sure. I wonder what the property prices are like, because you can't imagine it's anything like as cheap as, say, the places we're looking at in Italy, but I'm sure Mr. Boo will tell us. But again, goes back to what I was saying right at the top of this video, you know, this is a village every bit as beautiful as Village, the one everybody goes to. And just look how peaceful it is, how authentic it is, how there are actually real people here having their barbecue, having their lunch, and there isn't a gift shop, and there isn't an art gallery. It's just the real deal. I mean, there is an art gallery, but it's a gallery, it's not a shop selling art. And look at this view right the way into Italy. Goes back to what I was saying earlier, the lady in there doing the flowers, there's just a sense in this village that they're really proud of it and that there's a real community spirit, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's just something, you feel it. It just feels like it's much loved rather than sort of given up on, which some of these villages can feel a bit like people have given up, but this absolutely doesn't. And this over here is the Church of the White Penitent. Which is actually a listed building, I think, isn't it? Looking
200 years older than St Bartholomew's.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's funny, and yet it's so much plainer, isn't it? And what's a white penitent, Mr. Boo?
Well, they were in charge of caring for the sick and then burying the dead.
Oh.
So
And every year they have a festival of the white penitent.
a slug festival.
Slug?
Yeah. They have like snail shells that they put paraffin lamps in. And it's called the Festival of Slugs.
Festival of Slugs?
Yeah, in June.
Well, in June? Well, we've just missed it. We have to wait another year. There is the restaurant where we just were. You see it up there? And if you go to this place, it may not be open all winter because obviously that terrace might get a bit cold. But if you go in the spring or next year, don't forget to say that me and Mon Ami sent you, because you never know. You might get a treat, or they might not let you in. Let me get in position. There it is. Put your money in the meter. Oh, this one's cracking. Look at this. There's the angel Gabriel, looking a little bit like that woman who married Andrew Lloyd Webber, Sarah Brightman. Well, that was the Mitchou Campagne, incredible restaurant, and this is incredible Gorbio. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like, please give us a comment, please think about buying us a coffee or send us a PayPal. All the details are in the description below the video. But most of all, folks, remember, stay charged. Bye.
Bye.